powerful, many Maasai had no choice but to accept the money, abandoning their ancestral heritage and putting the habitat that millions of Maasai and animals rely on at risk of being destroyed. To combat this problem, the Conservancies came up with a plan to incentivize landowners to lease their land to the Maasai Conservancy in return for a monthly payment so that they could preserve their territory and traditions.
This idea of conservation is just strengthening our relationship with wildlife and nature. That those people who are considered as custodians of wild animals are now benefiting.
In the last 18 years, more than 24 conservancies have been formed in the Masai Mara, allowing for the Maasai tribe and wildlife to flourish together. But Tarn, the lead project manager for the Conservancy, told us that natural disasters and weather events like climate change have proven to be the biggest problem that the Maasai now faces.
Sadly, we've had some really unexpected weather events. We've had massive flooding events. We've lost property in the form of tourism camps. And more importantly, we've lost lives from some of the rangers who work out here to protect this valuable ecosystem.
We've seen quite devastating floods. As they are coming back from their normal patrols, they found that water level has risen in the river. So they were actually trying to cross. The vehicles was toppled over by the strong currents of the water. And out of the 7 rangers, 2 rangers lost their lives. They lost their lives in the line of duty, protecting our precious natural resources. We're trying to find a way to support the affected families.
Both rangers had large families who they provided for on a daily basis, and their tragic death has now left the families without a source of income.
Hopefully in the future we can have an alert system to avoid these sorts of tragedies ever happening again.
One way the Conservancies are looking to combat this problem is through the installation of weather stations.
Weather stations are crucial for doing the ecosystem monitoring work and ultimately being able to make informed ecosystem management decisions that go into the conservation effort here.
Another struggle is the complete lack of electricity at the ranger base camps, which makes basic tasks like charging a flashlight and powering the current weather stations extremely difficult.
This all goes in to form the backbone infrastructure that these rangers need to be able to do effective ecosystem monitoring and ecosystem management work. And that's been a big shift in how conservation has worked in this landscape over the past 20 years.
It feels like we're at an inflection point in time right now, and if we don't do something about this, it may be lost forever.
We want to do everything we can to make a long-lasting impact on the conservation in the Masai Mara.